Madam Superintendent, members of the board, thank you for your service to the families in our great state. As you know, I'm Kristin Lee from Livonia, serving as the Michigan Education Director for Citizens Defending Freedom. What you may not know is that I too have been a public school teacher in both middle and high school, and my husband is in his 25th year as a public school music teacher. So I really appreciated hearing the students' musical presentations this morning and discussion about the importance of arts and music in our schools. Additionally, all 4 of our children go to Michigan Public Schools. Last month, after the new health education standards were presented, I asked you to respect parental rights and the rule of law and to reject the new standards based on the ways they conflict with Michigan law and the recent U.S. Supreme Court decision, Mahmoud versus Taylor. Michigan compiled law 380.10 states, quote, is the natural fundamental right of parents and guardians to determine and direct the care, teaching, and education of their children. The public schools of this state serve the needs of the pupils by cooperating with the pupils' parents and legal guardians to develop the pupils' intellectual capabilities and vocational skills in a safe and positive environment. You know this. These new health standards incorporate and literally weave content. They told us this. The legislator describes as part of sex ed into health class. So let's pretend this is health class. Standards. And modernizes sex ed by adding an entire set of beliefs about sexuality and gender to health class. Districts could still offer separate sex ed governed by the local sex ed advisory boards, but why would they? Under these new standards, the content would be covered in the sexual health portion of required health classes. SEBs do not have authority to review health class curriculum, only sex ed class curriculum. In practice, this will effectively remove important safeguards put in by law, which require local community input into sexual topics taught at school, and which require advance notice and allow parents to opt out sexual content they prefer to be discussed entirely at home. You can't unweave it when it's like this. It's a practical impossibility. You are the governing body. The buck stops here. Do you really want it on your conscience when our students are exposed to sexual topics at school without our consent? Do you want it on your conscience when children who have been sexually victimized had wounds reopened by a well-intended teacher simply following curriculum in line with the state standards you approved? These standards do not provide trauma-informed framework and deny loving parents the chance to support their children in the most difficult circumstances. Please honor and respect parental authority and rights in Michigan. Don't cut parents out of helping our own kids, but cooperate with us, please, by rejecting these health standards, which weave sex ed into health ed. In their current form, these standards put parents in an adversarial posture with schools.